Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Coffee with Katie. Today's coffee is the Samoa S'more from Coffee Beanery. It's delicious. With my Darth Vader mug with his different expressions, which is shockingly like my RBF. So today's video is going to be my birthday haul. I'm just going to show you all the stuff I got for my birthday. Some of it is books that I bought myself or that other people bought me, or that I've received from like subscription boxes, etc. during this time. And some of it's just gonna be the stuff that people gave me for my birthday. So I hope you enjoy. I really like watching these videos and I think they're fun, so hopefully you do as well. So let's just get into it. Trying to decide, I think we'll start with the book portion first and then we'll get into the stuff at the end. That way if you just care about the books, you can stop once we get to that. The first couple I'm going to go through quickly because I have other videos about them, but the first one that I've got this month is Fire with Fire. This is the Fairy Loot book. So I talked about this in my Fairy Loot unboxing, so I don't need to linger on this, but this is the first one I got for this little book haul birthday thing. And the second one that I got that I also did a video about that I freaked out about and was so excited is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is an ARC, an advanced reading copy. And I love it. I'm 150 pages in right now and I absolutely love it and I can't wait to talk about it once I'm done. So that's this one. Okay, now I'm looking at the stack of books next to me. So one of the things my parents got me was a cookbook, and it is Arty Party, An American Kitchen with an Indian Soul. Sorry, these are stickers popping out. This is a cookbook for Indian food for people that live in America. And it just has a lot of amazing Indian recipes. I love Indian food, but I've never actually delved into making it myself. So this is gonna be a really cool thing to try, especially because I love curry and I love samosas. Really excited about this. This will be really fun to play around with. And this one is like hefty, and actually it's really cool. So I'm gonna take the cover off and show you. The naked hardcover of this cookbook is also really cool. But yeah, it just has a lot of great recipes in here, like masala kale chips and all kinds of stuff. I think it's just gonna be really fun. I'm pretty sure my mom marked things that she wanted me to try, like pretzel fried steak with mango onion gravy. This is gonna be so great. Okay, the next thing that I got from my parents is the Remnant Chronicles box set. So this is the Kiss of Deception, The Heart of Betrayal, and The Beauty of Darkness. And this is just the paperback box set. And I'm really excited that she got this for me because I've really wanted to read Kiss of Deception, but I wanted to buy the set just because at the time that I saw it, it was cheaper. It wasn't that expensive to buy it. And then it started like disappearing and it was really hard to find. And it was like, because it was really hard to find, it was overpriced, like $60 for this. I'm so glad my parents got that before that happened and I was able to get it for my birthday. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to read this series for a while and I can't wait. Some others that I'm gonna say my parents got me because they got me a book that I already had, and so I exchanged it, like returned it, and then used the credit to buy these. But I have the first Iron Fae book, which I believe is the Iron King, and I had a coupon for Barnes & Noble, so I went ahead and got the Iron Daughter, and I just thought I'd go ahead and get the second one because I believe these are special edition covers, and getting harder and harder to find, even though they're just paperbacks. So I grabbed this while I was at Barnes & Noble with a coupon. And then because my parents got me a book that I already got for myself because I wasn't patient enough, I used the credit to buy the Iron Queen, which the other one was book 2. The Iron Queen is book 3 of the Iron Fae series in the special edition covers, and the Iron Knight, which is book 4. And these are all in the Iron Fae series by Julie Kagawa. And I really wanted to read the first one. I think the premise sounds really interesting. I think I'll enjoy the series, but I really prefer these covers. And when I saw that they were like disappearing and getting really hard to find, I just went ahead and got them. That way I have them. If I don't end up loving them, I can at least give the set to somebody or sell the set to somebody. But yeah, excited to have these. I think this is my favorite cover. I think the covers are really pretty in these special editions. The next book my parents got me is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. This is also a fantasy that has had a reboot of their covers, a redesign of their covers, and I've also been wanting to read this one a lot, and I think it sounds really good, but the covers on these are so much prettier than the ones previously. I love them, so I'm glad that I was able to get this edition and excited to get to this soon. Okay, the next ones that my parents got me are really awesome and like special edition books, so The first one is Wuthering Heights, and this is the Lit Joy Crate edition. Because I think I had mentioned this in a previous book on haul, but I had like a Penguin Classics that was like beat up of Wuthering Heights, and it's my favorite classic. And I really wanted a fancy copy, like I just wanted one nice copy of Wuthering Heights. So I did ask for this in like a list of like choices that my parents could get me, and they got me Wuthering Heights. So this is the slipcover that it comes in. You can see the details are super beautiful. And that's Heathcliff and Catherine. The back says Wuthering Heights, and the book itself is so stunning. So you pull it out, and this is what it looks like. Oh, it's so beautiful. It has all these gold foiling details. And then on the back, it has these hands. They're supposed to be the tree branches, like touching. Oh, it's so pretty. And the spine. And it also has gold foiling edges, a ribbon bookmark. And as you like go in and look at this book, the end papers in the first one is a quote from the book. And it says, "It was not the thorn bending to the honeysuckles, but the honeysuckles embracing the thorn." And then on the back end papers, it says, "She burned too bright for this world." And as you like go through, so like it has a letter from the Lit Joy Crate team, and then as you flip through, it has illustrations, and there's a little illustration guide on where you can find them on the pages. And so this is like the family tree that's in there. There's a lot of beautiful illustrations, but let me find the other one that's one of my favorites. This one. Ugh, it's just so beautiful. I'm really glad that I have a fancy, nice edition of Wuthering Heights finally. Can't wait to display this. Back in the slipcover it goes for protection. This next one, okay, you guys aren't ready. You guys aren't ready. So, I've never read Lord of the Rings, but I have read The Hobbit. And I really love The Hobbit. I thought it was such a fun story, maybe because it's a lot lighter and funnier and just kind of like these light little journeys. It's not like it is in the movie. Maybe that's why I like it so much, but anyway, I have read it, I loved it. I've actually not had a copy. I read it for school, and I think we sold that when we were selling like my books and stuff like that, like my textbooks. So I don't actually own a copy of it, so I decided that if I was gonna buy a copy of it, I wanted it to be a really nice, pretty copy. So my parents got me this edition. You see that? Ah! This is the box that it comes in, but this is the Fast Smile gift set. And it, of course, has this little graphic on the cover with Smog down here. But you open this little thing up. It's like a little box, and you open it up. And it has the book, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. So it has this little disc, and it is actual reading excerpts of The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. So you can listen to this, and it's him reading some of The Hobbit, which is so cool. And it has him on the back. And then if you pull this out, this is a little map, but on this side it has the like little runes. And on this side, this is the original map. Super cool. I love maps, and I know this is like obviously not like a super upscaled map, but I love having fantasy maps and maps in general. And then it comes with this little J.R.R. Tolkien The Hobbit 1937 to 2017, and it's a commemorative booklet celebrating the 80th anniversary. And if you go into it, it has like a little thing about the history of The Hobbit, publication, later editions, The Hoard, a lecture on dragons, and then a little short like essay of dragons by Tolkien. So just super cool. There's cool little things that come in here for the collector's edition. And then, you guys aren't ready. This is what the edition looks like of The Hobbit. It is so stunning. And there's another one, I think that it's like a 50th anniversary edition that's kind of similar to this, but it's more red and light green. And that one's also stunning and super beautiful, and I love that one a lot too. But this one's just so special and cool that I really wanted this one. And the spine looks like this. And down here, what it says here for like the publisher is the original publisher before it was taken over. So it's just a cool little like Easter egg. And then the back of the book looks like this. You got a dragon flying in the night sky. And on the front, you have the eagles in the daytime. Oh, it's so pretty. And so a very odd detail of this book, and I checked other people unboxing this and like other pictures of this to see if it was a mistake or to see if this is actually how it is. And apparently this is actually how it is. So you see the edges here are normal, but the very top are green. Who decided to spray one side? I don't know, but it is really pretty. So if you sit it on a bookshelf and you're like looking down on it, you could see it. Very odd decision, creative decision, but still absolutely stunning nonetheless. And let me just show you under this cover. The actual book itself is cloth bound, and it says The Hobbit. It has a little Smaug down there. So I love that it's a cloth bound book. It makes it feel very vintagey, very old, and it has a slipcover on top of it, which I feel like is unique. When you have a cloth bound book, you don't usually have a dust jacket on top. So I love this, which matches the green. And I believe another thing that's special about this edition is I believe one of the chapters, Riddles in the Dark, I think that chapter in here is the original chapter before it was edited. So this is like the unedited chapter that's included. And if you get later editions or more modern editions, the Riddles in the Dark chapter is different. So that's really cool as well. I love stuff like that where they just tuck in like these little nuggets. Oh, and on the back here, so you'll almost dropped it. That would have been horrific. On the back here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little like name, and it looks like it's blacked out with a little dot. Do you see that? Apparently that was a mistake that was made in the original publishing, and they had to manually go in and fix every one like that. And so again, just a little like Easter egg detail that's just really cool to see. And this cover is just so stunning, so beautiful. I love it so much. I was so glad I finally got this. And I would really love to get the special edition of The Lord of the Rings that's coming out in like September, October. So I can have two pretty babies of Middle-earth. Because I am trying to read Lord of the Rings this month. We'll see. But that's my little precious baby Hobbit back in its case. Something else my parents got me is this really cool set. So it's got beautiful gold foiling on it. And this is the Illuminated Scripture Journals. And it's the entire New Testament set. So basically what these are, and I'll show you in a second, is it's an individual journal for you when you're reading books of the Bible. So if you're going through like Matthew, you can pull out the Matthew journal, and as you go through it, you can read scripture and you can also journal in it beside it. And that's just a really cool idea. I really love it. And I will show you what it looks like right now. And it has each individual book of the Bible in a tiny little journal that you can then pull out and read and write along kind of what you're getting from it or your thoughts or prayers on the side while you're doing it. Super cool. I love this. I'll pull one out for you. Let's see. So say you were reading Romans in the Bible. You can pull one out, and each journal has this beautiful gold foiling on it. Gosh, it's just so pretty. Just such a cool idea. And then as you flip it open, it has the scripture in it, like you're reading the Bible, it has the scripture in it, but then it'll have little like blank pages and gold foiling. So it has a blank page here, as you can see, and then right here, it has a quote from Romans. It says, "I'm not ashamed of the gospel." So this is just such a cool idea. I have no idea who thought of this originally or who did this, but I absolutely love it. And then there would just be pretty pieces of artwork in here. So really encouraging, really great. I can't wait to use these. I will definitely be journaling in them while I'm reading. It's amazing. Such a unique idea, and really glad they thought of me. Okay, and I believe the rest of these books are just books that I've acquired since my last book haul or before my birthday. So I'm just gonna include them in this because to me it was like a birthday present to myself. So I'm just gonna include it now. First one was actually a pre-order, and I think it came out in June, but this is a pre-order of Witch Shadow by Susan Dennard. And this is the fourth installment in the Witchlands series. So Truth Witch is the first one, which I'm actually trying to get to this month. But I went ahead and pre-ordered this because I have the other three up there. And so this came in the mail, obviously, because I pre-ordered it. So that's exciting. Can't wait to get to Truth Witch. Another book I got that I've been curious about for a while. So when I went to my library and I saw that they had this on sale for $1, I went ahead and got it because it's in pristine condition. And that is The Silent Patient by Alex McAlades. So $1. It was on sale for $1 at my library, and I'm curious about this story since it came out last year. So when it was $1, I just went ahead and grabbed it. And I never noticed this before when I've seen pictures of the cover, but if you look really closely, this is a face. Do you see her eyes and lips? I never knew that. So until I had picked this up in person, I never knew that was a face, and it's kind of creepy, but you know, that's also, this book's gonna be kind of creepy because it's about a woman who murders her husband and then never speaks another word. and the psychiatrist is kind of trying to figure out what's going on with all of this and the case and everything. So that's kind of up my alley, and because it was so cheap, I couldn't pass it up. This next set of books I got is a series that I've also really wanted to read, but I found these covers with Owlcrate, and I really loved the Owlcrate covers, but you couldn't find them anymore. And I found somebody selling all of them for about the price it would be to just buy all of the books in a bookstore. So like if I went to Barnes & Noble and got these 3 books, it would be pretty much the same price as this person was selling these Owlcrate exclusive books. It was amazing. So I snapped them up because I knew I wanted them. I really like the covers so much more. So I was really excited to find that deal. And that would be Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. I have featured Wicked Saints in one of my videos before. I got the first one on clearance at like a book outlet for like $4 or $5. So when I knew that I was getting the whole set, and I only had the first one. So when I knew I was getting the whole set, I took those to Half Price Books and sold it for some cash so that I could get these stunning editions. So Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. I love the black and the red and how the red is kind of foiled and soft touch and the spine is black and red instead of like the blue it had. I love these. I prefer these colors so much, and I'm so glad that I found them for the price that I did. So really glad I found this. And on that same note, like I said, I got the entire series of the exclusive editions from this person. So with that, we have Ruthless Gods by Emily A. Duncan, and this is black, red, and this is silver detailing. Gosh, they're so pretty. I love these so much more. In the spine. Oh, great. And then of course, Blessed Monsters by Emily A. Duncan, which is the 3rd installment that just came out. And this also has the black and the red and the silver detailing. And this really creepy eye. And the spine is silvery and like white. Oh, these are so pretty. I can't wait to put these on my shelves because they haven't been on my shelves because I've been waiting to haul them for you. Really excited to have these editions. The next one that I picked up is Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett. And this is a fantasy that I've been kind of curious about for a little while, but you know, wasn't sure how I'd feel about it. Didn't want to spend a lot of money on it if I did spend money on it because I wasn't totally sure how I would end up enjoying it. So I found a paperback for like $6 of this, which it's an adult fantasy. So these are at least $18 usually, maybe less, but I found it for like $6. It's in great condition. So I went ahead and grabbed this and hopefully I like it. I think my husband is gonna like this as well, so that's gonna be helpful. But yeah, so I got Foundryside. The next one I got that you can blame Olivia Reads a Latte for this is Fallen Kingdoms, the 1st installment by Morgan Rhodes. So I've seen this book pop up now and then and been kind of curious about it, but wasn't really sure, knew it was kind of older, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes you just don't jive with older fantasy the way you do with some newer fantasy. It was already on my radar and I was already curious about it, and then I was watching Olivia Reads a Latte and she was talking about how she really likes this series. I think she kind of talks about it as like trashy, but like in a good way and way she enjoys, but I don't care. It's fantasy, I'm excited. She also compared it to like Game of Thrones, but if you don't like how dark and brutal Game of Thrones is, you'll enjoy this. So I think that might help me. But anyway, it was like $5, so I went ahead and got the first one. I haven't picked up the rest of the series and it would probably wait until I decide how I feel about this one. But I am excited about this and I love fantasy, so getting more fantasy books is super fun. The next one I got because it came out this year and was already on sale for like $6 was Soul of Cinder by Brie Barton. And if you've seen my other book hauls, I do have Heart of Thorns and Tears of Frost, which is the 1st and 2nd installment of this series. And this is the 3rd and final installment, Soul of Cinder. Spine's yellow and cool. And I was just really excited to get this because I've been wanting to complete this series. I bought them all for like $6 by sheer luck and chance. So when I saw that it was on sale for that much, I went ahead and grabbed it so I had it for the other one so I don't have to pay full price for any of them. So super excited to have this. And the next ones I got, I am sure you're all familiar with if you've been around BookTube. Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend. And this is the UK hardcover edition. I had to buy this secondhand and used because apparently the UK hardcover edition of this is extremely hard to find now. I don't know if it's rare as in it's out of print or if people are just constantly buying it and you can't find stock of it anymore. But I grabbed a copy of this for an extremely reasonable price. The dust jacket's a little bit damaged and the pages are like yellowed a little, but it's in a very insanely precise way. Like, look at that. It's like a straight line down, and the bottom is and the bottom, or the top is and the bottom's not. I don't know. But I was very excited that I was able to grab the UK hardcover edition of this because it's so pretty and I love the gold. And on the back it says "Step Boldly." So I was super glad to grab this. Under that same vein, because I got that one, I wanted to collect all of the UK hardcover editions. And the second and the third are currently in stock, so you can get them. Unlike that one that was like a wild goose chase. So I went ahead and ordered those. And the second one is Wondersmith, and that is The Calling of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend. I just love the detail of the UK hardcover editions with all the foiling and the shiny bits that makes it just all that more magical. I also really like the color of this one. And then the back says, "If you want to belong, you have to believe." And I like this little shadowy guy. The UK hardcover editions of Nevermore is just so pretty. And then the third one, which I believe came out this year, it may have been last year, but I know it came out really recently, and that is Hollowpox, The Hunt for Morrigan Crow. And it's this really pretty green with the gold foiling and sparkly bits and the flames, and on the back it says "Burn Brightly." So now I'm caught up with the UK hardcovers, so when she starts releasing more of the series, which I'm not sure how many books in this series there's going to be, but I know the fourth one was just announced for October of 2022. So now that I'm caught up, I will be able to keep up with the UK hardcover editions, so they won't disappear and be impossible to find. So I'm glad that I've settled that. Okay, that is all of the books that I've gotten recently, or for my birthday, or for a birthday present to myself. So now let's get into the gifts that some of my family and friends got me. So the first thing I got from my brother and my sister-in-law is Villainous. It's a Disney board game, and you are a villain and you're trying to complete your villainous task, and it says the worst takes all, and you're trying to like thwart each other of your goals. I've actually been wanting this board game for a really long time and have almost bought it a couple of times but never did. And my brother was like, "I think she would like this," and got it for me and gave it to me for my birthday. So that was like a crazy cool coincidence and surprise. So love this. We actually played it and it was kind of fun trying to get a hang of it. And then they gave me a Porg mug. Look at him. If you don't know what this is, Porgs are in Star Wars. And I love Star Wars. And I have a collection of Star Wars like character mugs like this. So cute little Porg. And my sister actually, she gave me my birthday present in May before we went to Disney, and she gave me, I don't think I have it in front of me, but she gave me Star Wars Mickey ears, and she gave me she made me and my husband shirts for Disney, and his says "When you wish upon a Death Star," and it has Mando and Grogu on it. And then mine was Darth Vader with Mickey ears. And she gave us face masks with the Death Star and lightsabers on them. It was so cool and perfect for running around Disney in. And then she just sent me some magnets, so let me grab one of those. So she got me these magnets that have plants and succulents on them, and this is what one of them looks like. It says "You Grow Girl," because I love succulents. Speaking of which, my best friend growing up, I got to see her when I went back to Kentucky for a little while to see my family over 4th of July, and this is the present she got me, and it's a pillow, and it's a succulent! It's a succulent pillow, and it's so fluffy and amazing, and I love it. It's great. And then one of my best friends up here that is a huge Star Wars fan, and we like to read books together. She's the one that I'm getting to read. Her name's Christy, and she's the one that I'm getting to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, that series. She got me some stuff. So she got me this Mandalorian puzzle, which I love puzzles and I love Star Wars, so this is a win. It's got Grogu and Mando on it. I guess this is a book, but it was in like the lump of presents, so I'm just gonna include it with this. But it is a Star Wars Absolutely Everything You Need to Know book. Look at that! It's holographic, it's got rainbows, it looks like space, it's got Yoda on it, and it's wrapped in plastic. It's so cool. I love this so much. Some of the examples on the back that it says is, what takes 1,000 years to digest its victims? A Sarlacc. Who cleans the floors of the Death Star? Just like really funny random questions. Just Star Wars trivia and knowledge. So I love this. Very excited to have it because Star Wars is the best. She also got me one of these little octopi guys, octopus guys. They're super cute. So this side's gray, and then if you turn them inside out, they're grumpy. I've always wanted one of these ever since I saw them, and so I really like this one, and I like him being grumpy. And I also, if you don't know this about me, I also really love candles, and she got me a Charmed Aroma Hogwarts candle. which first off, just look how beautiful this candle is with the castle and the nighttime sky and clouds and moon. So pretty in the Hogwarts crest. And basically what this is, it smells so good. It smells like cranberry and spice and fall. She got me a Gryffindor one, so I guess you can pick which house. And basically how this works, you burn this candle down, and as you burn it down, a little like foil packet will appear and it'll have a ring in it. And the ring corresponds to whatever house you choose. So she got me a Gryffindor one because I am a Gryffindor. And so when I burn this down, it will come out with a Gryffindor ring, which is gonna be so cool. So this was a really great gift and super fun. If you have any Harry Potter fans in your life that you need to get a gift for, I would suggest something like this. Super cool. Also smells really good. Okay, now we're getting into the gifts that my husband got me. And the first thing he got me is a Star Wars shirt, and it looks like this. The twin binary suns on it, and it says Tatooine on the back. So these are Disney Star Wars Spirit jerseys, and basically they make these for every planet. I don't know if they've done all of them yet. They like come out with them periodically, but this is the Tatooine planet one, and I think it was on sale. And I sent it to him and was like, hey, this is much cheaper than it usually is. He got it for me, obviously, but so glad to have that. Super fun. Another thing that I really love are bats. I love little night sky puppies. I think they're adorable. I do not think they're scary at all, even the huge ones. I would love to have a huge bat. That would be the best. But anyway, I also really love bats, and I had seen this a while ago. I had really wanted one, but they're like impossible to find now. And I guess my husband somehow tracked one down for me, but it is a Squishmallow bat. He's a Halloween edition Squishmallow, and he's a little bat. His name is Bart. Little Squishmallow tag, and if you open it and read it, it says his name is Bart, and he's an explorer who dreams of becoming an astronaut, and he takes photos. He's a space photographer. He's so cute. I love little bats, and look at his little fangs. I love him. And also in that vein, my husband got me a sweatshirt from Wholesome Culture, which if you don't know who they are, they're a sustainable brand. They do a lot of t-shirts and clothing about recycling and being kind to Mother Earth, etc. and stuff like that. And he got me this, which says protect our nighttime pollinators. If you didn't know, in some areas bats are dying off, or they're becoming, I don't want to say endangered because I don't know if that's the right word, but they're becoming more at risk and less populated. And it's just important to protect our nighttime bat pollinators because they play an important role in the ecosystem. They eat a lot of bugs and they're great and super cute. So please don't kill them. And I love this. The last thing he got me, which is just a really big gift because I don't believe you can get this anymore. You can only buy it off of people, is the Darth Vader Loungefly mini backpack. I love Star Wars. I love Darth Vader. Darth Vader is my favorite character of all time. And we went to Disney and I told him, I was like, I would really like a Loungefly backpack, just one, because I know they're really expensive and it can be like a really expensive habit. I already buy books a lot. I don't need another expensive habit. But I just really wanted one Loungefly backpack. I actually have a Loungefly Darth Vader purse that my friend got me when she went to Disney, and I love it. And I just wanted one backpack. And he got this for me for my birthday, and it has a cute little TIE fighter zipper handle here. And obviously this is Darth Vader's suit. On the back it says "Come to the dark side." And if you open this up and you turn on a little switch, it lights up. I don't know if you can tell, but it lights up. And that's it unlit. So, this is so cool. I love it so much. I can't wait to put stuff in this and carry it around with me all the time. Yay, Darth Vader. Okay, everyone. Well, that was a lot of stuff and a lot of books and probably sporadic and not explained well, but that's just the day we're having. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave in the comments a bat emoji to protect our nighttime pollinators and to let me know that you got to the end of this video. You can also leave a comment if you would like, telling me what you like to get for your birthday. And I will see you next time. Stay safe and caffeinated. Bye.